Welcome back to the show, IEEE Footprints, Trails of a Volunteer. So, we have Mr. Manodya Nabadewewa in the show.
So why not IEEE? That is my simple question. If you are a technology-based degree following undergraduate, you need the support of IEEE. The journey with the IEEE doesn't end with your university life. We want to become an industry person. So either way, IEEE supports you. I think that is the main reason I decided to continue my career with IEEE, because I think you can find new connections to find internships, and if anyone who is having so many work and difficulties in balancing your volunteering life, academic life, and personal life, there are a few things that I need to tell you.
Welcome back to the show, IEEE Footprints, Trails of a Volunteer, organized by IEEE Student Branch of the University of Jaffna. I'm Chamodhi Hansika, and I'll be the host for the show. Today on the show, we have another special and interesting person as the guest. He is the chairman of IEEE Innovation Nation Sri Lanka 2021, student advisor at IEEE Student Branch of SLTC, the founding chairman of IEEE Industrial Electronics Society of SLTC, and vice chairman of IEEE Student Branch of SLTC from 2020 to 2021. And he's the Deputy Minister of Arts, Culture, Technology, Innovations, Mass Media, and Science in the Sri Lanka Youth Parliament. So we have Mr. Manodya Nabadewewa in the show. Welcome, Mr. Manodya, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much, Chamodhi, for that introduction. And I'm really very honored to be part of this show. And once again, thank you very much for inviting me.
Okay, thank you. If I were to ask who is Manodya Nabadewewa, what would be your answer?
I think that's a tough question, but I do have a very simple answer for that. Well, to be honest, I believe myself and a proud Sri Lankan.
Okay, there are so many special people and places that may have caused you to get you where you are today. So I think the school will take a major place among them. So can you briefly describe about your school days and how did the school help you to get here today?
Well, that's an interesting question and very emotional one too, because I think my school, I had to go to 3 schools. I was started from Nikavarati, Jayanti Madhya Vidyalaya, and then I joined Paryapola Sri Sumangala College, and then Dharmaraj College, Kandy. I think Dharmaraj College especially gave me so many opportunities, and it laid the foundation to everything, because I think there was I can remember one incident in when I was in grade 8. I think that the best decision that I have taken in my life so far, the decision to join the debating pool. I joined the Sinhala debating pool when I was in grade 8 in Dharmaraj College. And then afterwards, I joined media unit, and I joined school under 15 cricket team and badminton team. And everything started from there, because I was able to sharpen up my communication skills and presenting skills and everything by doing debating and media in the college. We were participating so many all island competitions, and we were organizing so many all island competitions as well. So the experience that I got from the school, that laid a strong foundation to my university life, as well as the volunteer career that I'm having today. Because especially I can remember it's organizing a all island competition in Kandy is not that much easy, because we have to deal with so many stakeholders. We have to invite judges from Colombo area, and we have to gather so many people all around the country, and we have to facilitate them. We have to provide them accommodation facilities, food and everything, and we need to find sponsorships. So it is a very hard thing, right? Getting permissions from divisional educational office, and dealing with the principal and the staff. We have to make sure that the principal and the staff is happy. We have to make sure that all the judges and the mentors and the speakers, they are happy, and we have to make sure that all the participants are happy. So there's a lot of work to be done. So the experience that I got from there, well, that's magnificent actually. So I personally believe that my school helped me a lot to create this person, Manodya Nabadewewa, who you can see now. You told so many things before you introduced me, chairman of that, chairman of this, and volunteer of that, and volunteer of this. I think my school laid the foundation to everything, and I'm really, really very grateful to my school. And I believe that almost all the people who has a beautiful school life, I think uh, all of them will agree with me that school is the place that laying the foundation for many great people. So for personally for me, yeah, of course, Dharmaraja College and all the other schools that I attended, they laid the foundation for the to create this person who's in front of you now.
Okay, so when you enter the university, as you said, the volunteering was not much big deal for you. So your university is the first place that you have taken the first step to the IEEE. So how did you start your IEEE journey there?
Well, I think it was an accident, to be honest, because I joined SLTC, Sri Lanka Technological Campus is my university, and I joined SLTC in 2018. Well, it is the very first year that it's the very same year that IEEE student branch of SLTC was established in there. Initially, I wasn't part of IEEE. We were doing some batch works, and I was engaging in some Leo activities as well. But yes, we knew that there was a club named IEEE, and it's good for electronic engineers. We thought that Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineers. But to be honest, I was not very much interested in IEEE at that time. But suddenly, I think you all can remember in 2018, our university hosted the IEEE Sri Lanka Section Congress. That is where I got the opportunity, and it was an accident actually. I was doing some comparing in some university events in my first year, those freshers concerts and everything. One day, one of my senior colleagues, Nawod Kiruwaduru, who was the treasurer of IEEE Sri Lanka Section Congress in 2019, phoned me and asked me whether that I'm free for 2 days. I asked why are you? Then he said that we are facing a small problem, that one of our compeers in the Congress, he is not, he will not be able to make to the Congress because of his personal reasons. So can you support us by becoming a compeer in the Congress? Then I said I was not very much interested at the beginning, but I say, well, comparing is kind of my, it is my passion, right? So I said, okay, let me try. In that time, I was doing comparing only in Sinhala. Well, I wasn't a comparer or a host or a moderator in English language, to be honest, till I come to the university. Then it was a good, actually, it was a great challenge for me as well, because to host a national level event in English language. But I think that is courage, right? So I took the challenge and I said yes, I will take part. And I was in my home because we were in the Christmas vacation. So then I again came back to the Colombo and Paduka to take part in that event. So successfully, I think I did my job successfully. And the importance of being a moderator or a comparer is that we get the opportunity to deal with all the delegates and speakers, judges, and the organizing committee members, everyone. That is the opportunity for a moderator or a comparer. With that, I was able to make very good, strong connections from so many universities. I get to know so many people. So that is where I was thinking, wow, this is actually a very good organization. In Sri Lanka, in almost not almost in all the state universities, we can see IEEE student branch, as well as in leading non-state universities also we can see IEEE student branch. No any other organization do have that network. So I thought like, wow, this is not only like that, because even the members, not everyone can take the IEEE membership now. So if we consider student members, only students who are following engineering, science, or technology, or IT, or anyone who's following technology based degree program have the opportunity to get the membership of IEEE. So it's like we all are one family. We are dealing with our own set of people. Like we all are similar. So I thought, well, I'm following an electronic engineering degree program. So all the people I'm meeting in this Congress and in this IEEE community, they also are following electronics or IT or mechanical or civil or whatever technology based degree programs. I thought like, wow, this is fantastic. This is a great opportunity for me to get to know other university students, as well as we had a very good alumni. We got people from the industry. So what is the expectation of a technology based degree following undergraduate? He either he wanted to he want to follow a career in academia, wanted to become a lecturer and so on, and he want to become an industry person, he want to join the industry. So either way, IEEE supports you. So I think that is the main reason I decided to continue my career with IEEE, because initially I wasn't very much interested in IEEE. I still thanks Navodaya for giving that call for me. So it was a very memorable situation and memorable, wonderful memory for me. Yeah.
Okay, then you became the vice chairman of IEEE Student Branch of SLTC, and you are the founding chairman of Industrial Electronic Society of SLTC, and now you are the student advisor of your student branch. So, can you briefly explain your experiences in each position?
Well, that is also a great experience. Before I become the vice chair of our student branch, I was able to establish the IEEE Industrial Electronic Society student branch chapter in SLTC. Actually, I need to once again mention one of our seniors, Dasun Patirage, who is our founder, chairperson of IEEE student branch of SLTC and the co-chairperson of Congress in 2019. He's the one who supported me to start a volunteering career or establish myself as a national level volunteer in IEEE Sri Lanka section. He is the person talked to me and instructed me to initiate this IES chapter. Actually, he wanted me to establish a new chapter. I said, okay, yeah, let's establish any chapter. There are Power and Energy Society, Industry Application Society. So what else? So what we are going to establish? So he is the person came up with idea. Let's initiate Industrial Electronic Society, because in Sri Lanka, no one has initiated this chapter previously. You know, University of Moratuwa, Peradeniya, and your university, you guys have chapters as well already. In SLTC, we had only WIE there then. So he wanted me to establish IES, because then it will be the first Industrial Electronic Society chapter in Sri Lanka. So then we were able to do that. I think the beautiful story behind that, because you know, it is easy to encourage someone to get the membership if the membership value is 200, 300, even 500. But encouraging someone to get a membership with $27, that's not an easy task, right? And not only that, to establish a chapter, we have to convince them to invest additional amount of money. Like for IES, it's only $5 altogether. So I have to convince and I have to encourage to student members to encourage to get IEEE membership in addition to that IES membership to initiate the chapter. So in that time, our university had less than 1,000 students at that time. It was very, very difficult to encourage and do something like that. But somehow I'm very lucky to say this, and I believe that there were a set of people who who gathered around me and supported me to establish this event. And they are the people who are running the student branch now, who are in the executive committee position in current executive committee in 2021-22 executive committee. I believe that their investment has paid them off now because they are doing a wonderful job. So somehow we were able to establish it, and we were able to do some good projects as well. That's how I did my part as the founding chairperson of IEEE Industrial Electronic Society Student Branch Chapter in Sri Lanka Technological Campus. And then I got the opportunity to become the vice chair of the SB. There was a time that I was both vice chair and the chair of the IES. So it was actually a very curious time, because I personally had a lot of plans for our student branch. Then initially COVID hits. So everything was changed. We were locked down at our homes, and we have to act according to the situation. I think once again, I need to mention our very own chairperson at that time, Tua Harini Thayaparan. She was the secretary of the previous committee, which was headed by Bhagya Jnanaratna, who was our immediate past chair at that time. So Bhagya is the person actually encourages me to apply for the vice chair position, because I'm already had that position in my student branch, the chapter chair position. But Bhagya told me, normally, please apply for this, and I think you have something to do to the branch as well. So I applied for the position, and Tua Harniaka was my chairperson, and she has done a wonderful job as the secretary of the student branch in previous year. But unfortunately, she was in her final year, and she was doing a very great final year project, and she was like super busy. I always keep her as one of my icons, because she was able to do so many things at once. And but when it comes to conducting and organizing and leading IEEE related activities, well, she was a little bit busy with that. And one day she phoned me and told me, Manodya, I'm getting a bit busy with this, so you are the vice chairperson, please take the leadership and take the decisions, I will back you. So that is how I got encouraged to take decisions. So then I took decisions, and I organized things. I gathered people, I came up with project ideas and prepared project proposals with the support of our next generation and myself and Diana's our executive committee. So we did so many things. Actually, I need to mention Diana's role there, because she was a great woman, and she always encouraged me. And it's tough for a chairperson when that chairperson's vice chair is doing a great job. It is a kind of emotional barrier for the chairperson. So then people will ask questions. So vice chair is doing fantastically, why is not chair? They don't know the behind the story, So, but she always encouraged me, and only thing that she did was she fine-tuned my decisions. Other than that, she never said never. She never said no. She always encouraged us. So I think that was another reason to see good success in that year as well. And I need to mention my secretary, who's the current secretary in the Sri Lanka Section Congress, Tihara Malikarachi. She has done a great part. And my treasurer, Omantaliana Arachi, he also done a great job. And all our executive committee members, Yashodhara, Jesse, Mahasen, and Randunu, everyone did wonderful job. But actually what we did was we led the team, but actually the people who are currently in the executive committee position, Timeth and his team, they are the people who organized and led those projects. And I think in that year, we were recognized as the best emerging student branch in the Boost recognitions, and our Knowledge Hub project was recognized as the best emerging student branch activity. And at the end of the Congress, we were recognized, the project Gisla we organized in that year was recognized as the best student branch activity award in the Sri Lanka Section Congress, and we were able to get the membership retention award as well. I think it was a wonderful year for IEEE SLTC, and I'm really very happy to be the vice chair of that year's committee. So that's what I did as the vice chair. And the final thing that I think you asked, the student advisor, the position that I'm currently holding in the student branch. Well, it is more like happy retirement. Technically, I'm not doing anything. Yes, there are some situations that we involve and solve, but it's more like a happily retired father. So all the sons and daughters are doing magnificent job, and they are I think recently SLTC recognized as the best student branch in Sri Lanka section in the boost recognitions. So these guys doing wonderful things in the SLTC student branch. They are organizing international projects, they are organizing collaborative projects, they are winning awards, and they are having a lot of great membership base, and they are contributing their service in the national projects. I think we have around 25 members in the national projects as well. So it's a happy retirement for me. What I'm doing is like a father who retired from all the work and seeing that his sons and daughters are performing well and having a good life. So it's kind of that kind of a feeling for me. So actually, technically, I'm not doing anything. Yes, they are sending me all the proposals for the when they are organizing a project. What I do is I just go through those proposals. If I had anything to add, I will give some advices. Other than that, I'm not doing. They are doing fantastic job. It's happy retirement for me. I think I have answered all three questions that you have asked.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Are you doing any other activities other than volunteering in IEEE at your university?
Well, other than that, there are many things that I have done. Well, actually, I think I have mentioned that I did Leo. I was Leo in my university. Actually, we were engaged in Leo activities since the first year. And I can remember I organized a couple of projects, and one of them was Sinhala Python. Technically, it should come under IEEE, but at that time I was not part of IEEE. Then I organized that under Leo movement. So that project was awarded at the district award ceremony as the most outstanding continuous project in Leo District 306A2. And then I organized some the Hamdayada and Singaling dogs project. Especially, I need to mention that I was not I actually me and my team was able to merge those two organizations in SLTC for the first time in the Leo IEEE Singaling dogs. It was a 6-month project, and it was concluded very recently in March this year. I think it benefited many people as well. So I was doing volunteering. I was volunteering with my Leo club in SLTC and Leo District 306A2. Some activities I participate in Leo District as well, and not many, but some. Other than that, I was the currently I have retired from all those positions, but I was the media unit president, as well as the president and the secretary general of SLTC Model United Nations, and I was the vice president in SLTC Speech Club. And in SLTC, we have a college system like in our schools. So we have Alan, Isaac, Albert, and Nicola, 4 colleges. I'm one of the captains of colleges. So College Allen, captain of College Allen. By being the captain of College Allen, I represent the Student Interactive Society of SLTC as well. So those are the things that I did as a volunteer. Other than that, I played badminton for my college in SLTC. So those are the few extracurricular activities I did. And one thing I missed here was that I think it was the first position that I got in the SLTC. I need to mention that because I was the treasurer of Performing Arts Club as well. That was the very first position that I got in the SLTC before I becoming chair of IEEE related chapters and projects and everything. Becoming the treasurer of SLTC PAC, Performing Arts Club, was the first time that I got a position in SLTC. and that is how so many people recognizes me as a leader. I was recognized as a computer, but I was recognized as a leader after becoming the treasurer of the Performing Arts Club. Thanks to Kavin Ratnagar. He's the person who invited me to join the pack.
Okay, currently you are the chairman of IEEE INSL. So I would like to ask about INSL, if not Innovation Nation Sri Lanka. What is it?
Well, Innovation Nation Sri Lanka is a national project, comes under IEEE Sri Lanka Section Student Activities Committee, focuses on entrepreneurship and innovation. And it is not only for Sri Lankans. Yes, Innovation Nation Sri Lanka is only for Sri Lankan, but we do have the global presence because Innovation Nation is available in Malaysia as Innovation Nation Malaysia and Bosnia and Herzegovina as well. Innovation Nation Bosnia and Herzegovina. Last year we had the Innovation Nation Jamaica. I think this year the leadership team, IN leadership team, is planning to initiate Innovation Nation project in Indonesia as well. Innovation Nation Indonesia, I think they are currently working on that. So this focus is on encouraging especially the undergraduates to engage in startup related activities, to encourage them and to guide them to become a successful entrepreneur. So one thing that we are doing this year especially is, yes, there's a normal curriculum for us. There we have mentors and we have a competition the winners will get those cash prizes and all. This year we are doing something special. We are having a regional program. I think Chamodhi also part of our regional program, one of our university representatives and provincial coordinators. We're having that program to become a bridge between outside Colombo students and the Colombo-based startup ecosystem. I think now it is expanding with the support of ICTA and all, but normally we all know that the startup ecosystem is based on Colombo. There are so many opportunities for undergraduates who are around Colombo compared to the opportunities that are for the undergraduates from outside Colombo. So what we are trying to do is, we are trying to create a bridge between those outside Colombo students and the Colombo-based startup ecosystem. So I think so far we are doing a good job. I think this year we got 1,300 plus applications for INSL. Out of that, we have filtered out 367 initially for our initial program called Roll to INSL. And then we have filtered out 124 to the competition, and then out of that 124 we have filtered 32, and then from that 32 now we have top 15 teams who are selected for the semi-final round of our competition. So it is a program that focuses on entrepreneurship and innovation, which gives all the participants mentoring and financial support. So that is INSL, if I briefly explain that.
How can students apply for INSL?
Well, normally INSL, we open our applications around April, not April, actually May, June. Then you can visit our social media platforms. We have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and everywhere. Just type / IEEE INSL. You will see all those social media platforms in our pages and all the social media platforms in there. So what you can do is you can stay alert with those things, especially after the April, because normally we are recruiting the organizing committee in the month of March, and we are finalizing the organizing committee in April, and we are starting our work in May onwards. So stay alert. Normally we call for applications in May. So if you are interested in taking part in INSL as an organizing committee member, or like you, Chamodi, as a provincial coordinator or a university representative, you can apply for that in February, March time, because the IEEE Sri Lanka Section Student Activities Committee, they are advertising all those call for volunteers in month of February, March time period. So stay alert with that also if you're interested in taking part in INSL as a organizing committee member or a provincial coordinator or a university representative. As a participant or a team member, you can apply for INSL after May. So in that time, we will share in those applications and all the details, and stay alert with our social media platforms. Then you can find a way to apply to us, apply to the project.
Okay, being a chairman of a national project is not an easy task. So especially INSL is connected with Innovation Nation, which is a global platform, and it is related with innovations. What was your path to becoming a chairman of INSL, and how did it help to become the chairman?
Well, actually, it is more like not how, but who. Well, after 2018 Sri Lanka Section Congress, I applied for the national projects because I was interested in taking part in any national project. And then I was selected to the INSL 2019 organizing committee, where Mithushan Jalangan chaired the project. And I was a publicity member there. And I think we had a good INSL in that year. So still we have a very good family bond between all those organizing committee members, because it was actually for as a volunteer, I think that is the best place to start volunteering, because the energy we have, the opportunities we have, the entertainment that we have is magnificent. Other than doing organizing and giving your time and money and everything, you will get a lot of experiences by volunteering in INSL. So thanks to that, I got a big experience from that. Then I was like, well, I should apply for INSL next year too. Then Vidura also told me that, Manodya, please apply for INSL next year because I want you as my program lead. So, well, I thought, okay, I'm interested in INSL anyway, and Vidura also thinks that I'm good for a lead position, and I applied for INSL next year as well. Then next year also, Vidura, myself, Divya and Parmi, we all had a great plan for the 2020 INSL, but unfortunately COVID hits. We had to revise all the plans. We have to go totally online because organizing online events at that time, it was a challenge because no one is used to that. Now it's a bit easy because normally we are getting in touch with all those things. But at that time, it was a very difficult. I think the kudos goes to the Vidura and all our organizers in the INSL 2020. We did a fantastic job, even without meeting any one of the organizing committee for a year of time period. We did a great job. And I have told you that who helped me to become the INSL chairman. So there was one man who recommended me and encouraged me to become the INSL chairman. Actually, I wasn't planning to apply for the INSL chairperson this year. That's the truth of story. Vidura is the person, Vidura Dhananjay, who's the current chair, subcommittee chair of IEEE Membership Development Subcommittee in IEEE Sri Lanka Section Student Activities Committee, and our chairperson of 2020 INSL. He's the person who encouraged me and recommended me as the INSL chair. I think he saw something in me to do that. Well, even though I thought like I'm doing the same project for 2 years now, why I should do this project for the third consecutive year? Yes, even if I get the chair position, I'm in the same project. I have got all the experience that I can get from my INSL. Is it the time for me to move on to another project? Well, I was thinking at that time, Vidura sees something in me, and well, I love this project very much because I get a lot of things thanks to INSL. Then I decided, well, it's time to do something in return to INSL. So that is why I took the position, not to get the INSL experience, but to do something to this project, actually to upgrade this project. I think so far, myself and my team, I think we are doing a good job, because we were able to introduce so many new things to INSL, and this year, the year that we introduced, especially the regional program, and I think I'm satisfied with myself, I think. Yeah. So that is the main reason that I decided to apply for INSL, and the people, there are so many people help me, and especially I have to mention Vidura. He's the person who recommend me and encouraged me to apply for the chair position this year.
Is there any special reason to choose INSL among the other national projects?
Of course, there is. Well, I don't think that my all other national project chairs and OC members are very good friends of me, but I believe that they will not get angry with me after I say this, because this is my personal opinion. This is, I have to say before I say this is totally my personal opinion. Yes, someone can argue that, okay, Manodya is working with IEEE for 3 consecutive years, so he should say this, right? Anyway, so I do have facts to say this anyway. Okay, INSL is the only project I'm considering a national project which is under Student Activities Committee. INSL is the only national project which has a global presence. As I previously said, this is not only available in Sri Lanka Innovation Nation program, this is available in other few countries as well. So we have the global presence. Other projects doesn't have it, and we have the biggest organizing committee. Yes, we have 25-member organizing committee, but we have another 25 as university representatives and provincial coordinators. So in terms of that, we have the biggest organizing committee. And I have to say that we have the participation or the representation from all the universities in Sri Lanka and from all the provinces as well. So we have the global presence, we have the national presence, and we have the provincial presence as well. So that's one thing. And we have so many sub-initiatives. Like it is not like having the final of a competition and a award ceremony and having few mentoring programs and training sessions. It is not like that. We are having so many sub-initiatives. We are having hustle stories, we are having Road to INSL program, we are having House of Legends, we are having INSL Hall of Fame gathering. There are so many sub-initiatives comes under INSL. Other than that, we have INSL competition, grand finale, and the award ceremony. So this program have so many initiatives, so many things to get experience. And this project is active since day one. Right, there are so many work to do. I think this is the, like, we have the biggest OC and we are doing so many things. That simply means that the organizing committee will have so many work to do as well. But when we have more work to do means that we are getting more experience and we are building many connections, right? So those are the experience examples that I can give, and those can be counted as facts. So I don't think any other national project under innovation under Sri Lanka Section Student Activities Committee do have that kind of variety and opportunities, connections, and experiences. So why not INSL?
Okay, so when we talk about your volunteering at the regional level, you were seen at the Sparklet Summit, and now you are working at in the Career Leadership Aid Program, CLAP 2021, organized by IEEE Region 10 Young Professionals recently. What are your experiences there?
Well, actually, I need to thank one person first, because our regional student representative of IEEE Region 10, Ms. Varunika Hippola. Actually, the opportunity was given to me by Varunika, Miss, because Miss Varunika, actually we call her as Varunika Akka because I've been doing volunteering with her. Meantime, she's part of our university as well, because she's our academic advice in IEEE student branch in SLTC. So she's the person who invited me to join with this Sparkless Summit. Actually, it is not an invitation. It is more like she phoned me and asked me, there's opportunity, are you interested in? Then once again, like way back in 2018, Navodaya phoned me and asked me that whether I'm interested in it. Then I straight away say yes. It was a big challenge for me as well. I've been doing some comparing in national level projects, but it was the first time that I emceed in an international level occasion. So I took the challenge once again, and I participated in the Sparkler Summit, and I was the MC of the Sparkler Summit Young Professionals Award Ceremony. So I got some good feedback from them. After that, our Region 10 Young Professionals Chair, Dr. Savitya Sivakumar, she was the immediate past regional student representative, and before Ms. Varnika Hippola. And she, once again, she contacted me and asked me that, Manodya, we are having a program called CLAP, Career Leadership Aid Program under Region 10 Young Professionals. So are you interested in taking part in this project as organizing committee member, program committee member? Then why not? I said yes. Then that is how I joined with CLAP, Career Leadership Aid Program. And my job role is to be the MC of the sessions and support the program committee activities. And experience, well, that's the biggest thing. Well, people in the Region 10 who are working under those projects for us, they are like, oh my God, they're like international personalities. Like, because working with them is a great honor for us. Even in Sri Lanka, we have that kind of people. I think Chamika also part of this program as well. Then Chamika is the secretary of the Region 10 Student Activities Committee. So I believe that the experience that I got from there is they are very, very humble, and they are sharing their experience without any hesitation, and they are coordinating with me, like they are talking with me like they are knowing me since grade 1. So that makes so much interest in there, and that comfort me so much, because moving into organizing committee like that with full of those international people, it makes you a little bit tense, but their brotherhood and sisterhood and the support that they are giving, that's fantastic. And I need to mention the way they handle problems, deal with those international speakers, mentors, and everyone, how they solve problems. There's very different techniques, and there is so much to learn from them in the volunteers' perspective, and their dedication and courage, how they work. Well, there are so many things to take, and I would like to encourage everyone who's watching this program, please try to get an opportunity to join with those international level projects, because the experience that you will get from that project, well, you cannot express them in words. Fantastic.
Okay, in addition to that, you are the Deputy Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation in the Sri Lanka Youth Parliament. So how do you balance all these works at once?
Well, I thought that you would ask that question. That is something I haven't told in this session. Well, how to balance all those things, right? Well, I think that is the toughest question that you asked from me so far in this session. Before I answer that question, I need to mention that in here we are discussing only about my volunteering life, right? But as a person, I also do have an academic life. I'm a final year electronic engineering undergrad, and as well as I do have a personal life as well. So it is very important to balance not only your volunteering life, but also balance all those life, your academic life, personal life, and if you have a volunteering life. So being the deputy minister, being a deputy minister in youth parliament, that is also comes with a great responsibility. Especially I have that area called mass media under my deputy ministerial position, because no, we are having a weekly program called Young Padura Online. So we have to coordinate all those things, because that's coordinate under our ministry. So yes, I have a minister, I'm the deputy minister. So what I do is I support him, but even I have a lot of work to do with that program. And there are so many webinars and workshops and trainings and gatherings for youth parliamentarians as well. So that's another great experience actually. So I personally believe that I'm very lucky person because I have the opportunity to work with uh, other university, other people with in other countries from thanks to Region 10 YP projects, and I have the opportunity to work with in Sri Lanka's ground level people. Not ground level means that people who are from Kilinochchi, Mullaitivu, Batticaloa, Vavuniya, and Nuwara, Ampara. There are so many people. So the life is very, very different. So I see so many levels of the society. So the problems that those people have, that's we cannot even imagine. Compared to them, we have so many things, but compared to the other people in YP and all, there are so many things that we need to achieve. So I'm very lucky to engage in activities and do some activities and work collaboratively with all those society levels, and for me it's a great opportunity, and I personally believe that I'm very lucky. The question that you asked, how do I balance all those work? Well, to be honest, the honest answer is I don't know. Yes, I don't know. Really, I don't know how I balance all those things. If I say something, that would be a lie. But when I feel the stress, when I feel the depression, I do few things. In Three Idiots movie, that Ranchor Das, Shamal Das chanted, he always used to tell that all is well, all is well, all is well. Likewise, I always tells me, I believe in you, which means I go in front of the mirror and I say, I believe in you. So if anyone who's having so many work and difficulties in balancing your volunteering life, academic life, and personal life, there are few things that I need to tell you. Actually, four things I can say. Number one, please love yourself. Let me say in Sinhala as well. Please love yourself. And then please believe yourself. Please believe yourself. And third, please entertain yourself. And finally, I have to say that please do something that you love and love the thing that you do. So four simple things that I can give you say is that love yourself, believe in yourself, entertain yourself, and most importantly, love what you do. So those are the four things that I can say. But for the if you ask the question, how I balance all the volunteering work and all, I don't know.
Okay, I think it's really interesting things. And according to you, what are the benefits and opportunities undergraduate student can get from IEEE?
Well, actually, undergraduate students, I think in here you meant by the people who can get the IEEE membership, right? Because not all the undergraduates in all the universities can get the IEEE membership. They have to have the student branch and they have to follow technology-based degree. So why not IEEE? That is my simple question. Because why we are getting into a university at the first place? What is the reason? Because either we want to join the industry as a technology expert, or we need to follow or continue a career in academia. Simply, you need a job or you need to become a lecturer. Either way, if you are a technology based degree following undergraduate, you need the support of IEEE. We have all the resources. If you want to follow a career in academia, we have all the conferences to attend. We have so many journals, resources that you can get and search. And I need to say that especially if you get the IEEE membership, you can have access to those libraries, and you will receive a magazine. You can read all those things, what are the trending research topics, and how you get involved with those researchers and all, and you can have some scholarships as well. So if you are planning to follow a career in academia, IEEE is the best place. And if you are planning to follow a career in industry, again IEEE is the best place, because we have that strong alumni. So if we take some volunteering organizations or any other organization we have in the university, what we have is we have the opportunity to develop our communication skills, presentation skills, organizing skill, leadership, and everything. IEEE also have all of them. But in addition, we have so many resources, we have mentors, we have so many senior people to guide us, because the journey with the IEEE doesn't ends with your university life. Journey with the IEEE doesn't end at the age of the 30. For personally, I'm doing volunteering with Leo movement and National Youth Federation, and I'm part of Youth Parliament. All those organization journey with all those organizations ends at 30, because after 30 no one recognizes us as youth people. So but IEEE, that doesn't end there. As a student, you can be IEEE student members, then you can be young professionals, then you can be IEEE members, senior members, lifetime members, and there are so many things to do in IEEE. This journey doesn't end when you stop your university life. So I think when you can find new connections to find internships and jobs and everything, so you can get the support to go for that interview, find that interview to go to the job, or to get the training, you can find that internship, get support from the community. So as I mentioned before in this session, this community is full of technologists, right? Full of technology-based degree programs following undergraduates, and very senior, experienced industry experts in technological industries. So for a student who is following a technology-based degree program in state university or any other non-state university which has a student branch in their university, the simple question that I need to ask from you is why you are not doing IEEE. So as an answer for your question, why you should do IEEE, I will like to answer that question in return with another question: why you are not doing IEEE if you are a technology-based degree following undergraduate. I hope I answered your question.
Okay. Do you think that IEEE experiences are helpful for your life today as well as your future career?
Of course it is. I think it definitely, because I'm following a technology-based degree program. I'm following electronics engineering and engineering management. So far, I was able to get so many connections and so many friends who are following same kind of degree programs. And most importantly, I was able to understand the opportunities in the industry. Like people see what are the opportunities for electronic engineering in the Sri Lanka. That is a question, but there are so many opportunities. Yes, that might not go with the title electronic engineer, but it will give you huge reputation as engineer, and it will financially strengthen up you. So there are so many opportunities. So IEEE is a portal to find those opportunities. And so far the experience that I got from IEEE, well, I cannot express that in words. The leadership skills, the communication skills, and the language skills, especially that I developed thanks to IEEE, that's great. Because in year 2025, you will need many more things than a degree to find a job. Even to continue a career in academia, you need to have more skills. So IEEE is the best place to find that skills in you and develop that skills and sharpen them up. So for me personally, IEEE gave me a lot of things.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Manodya, for sharing your ideas and experiences with us today. And thank you for gracing the show. Lastly, I would like to ask, how do you feel about this show?
Oh my God. Well, IEEE footprints, trails of a volunteer.
Yes.
What to say? I think once one of your organizing committee members told me that this is the first time, right, in
Yes.
the history that you guys are doing this. Well, no words to express. This is something that this community really needs, right? You guys are fulfilling a need. This might be just another project for you guys, right? But actually it is not, right? This is a need of IEEE. So very recently, our Region 10 Director, Mr. Deepak Mathur, also said that we need to have a platform to develop the communication skills of the IEEE students in the Region 10, or a global platform or a section level platform. As a student branch, this is what we are doing. So everyone who watch this, I believe that they will get inspired, and I believe that they will be interested in engaging in IEEE activities, and especially for all the moderators and everyone. For you personally, I believe you also can develop your language skills, communication skills, Chamodi, right?
Yeah,
By
of
doing
course.
this program. So I think this is a need for IEEE community, and you guys are doing that. So kudos to everyone. Well done, well done. So I need to thank you and you all the organizers for inviting me, because it is really an honor to be part of this wonderful project, because I believe I see a great future for this program. Please do not stop this. Please upgrade this project, right? So you are now currently doing the Zoom sessions. Once the things in the country goes back to normal, try to do some physical sessions as well, and try to go for a panel discussion in a hotel or somewhere with 1,000 participants, like a mass gathering in future. Have some goals, have some targets, right? Have some dreams. I think I don't know who's the project chair of this project, but for the person who's chairing this project and all the organizing committee members, please have a dream for this program. You are creating a fantastic platform. Make sure one thing that I can give you is a challenge. I want to see IEEE footprints, trails of a volunteer, as one of leading talk shows in Sri Lanka tech community, which we can see the show in Cinnamon Grand Colombo with 1,000 undergraduate and graduate participants in 2 years' time. I give you a challenge. I hope you guys can keep that challenge, and this year you guys will be the organizing committee. Make sure you guys will train set of people to hand over the proceedings next year, and after that keep a goal. So I have given you a challenge. We'll see. And one final thing, thank you very much again for inviting me for the program. And very recently, University of Jaffna, you guys were recognized as the best emerging student branch in Sri Lanka. Last year SLTC did, and this year SLTC recognized as the best student brand. So I wish all of you guys all the best, and I want to see University of Jaffna student branch, IEEE student branch, as the best student branch in Sri Lanka in the next year. So all the best for that, and congratulations for all the achievements that you guys have so far. This year we can see student branch, your student branch doing a fantastic job. Well done. Once again, thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for your time, and it was really informative session. So Mr. Manodya, we have prepared a token of appreciation for you, so please accept our token.
Okay, that's very nice. Thank you very much, and please send this me, then I can share this in my social media platforms as well. Thank you very much. This is very nice, beautiful. Thank you again.
Okay, sure. So thank you, and wish you all the very best for your future work. So just before we wrap up, thank you everyone for joining with us today, and we hope to see you soon.
One final note, one final note, Chamodi. Sorry to interrupt you. One final note, and you have done a very great job as the moderator.
Okay, thank you. So just before we wrap up, thank you everyone for joining with us today. We hope to see you soon in another interesting session on IEEE Footprints.